Fall is such a wonderful time of year for bonsai growers. The trees are changing color and they're taking on vivid tones of reds and oranges and yellows and browns. Today I will show you 12 stunning examples of bonsai that have changed color in my collection. Fall is a season of truth. Our bonsai begin to shed their summer masks, revealing the quiet essence beneath. Every morning, I walk among them and see change. Reds, oranges, yellows, each one surrendering with grace. It is nature's final song before silence, and a reminder that beauty is not in holding on, but in letting go. Hey Bonsai Society, here's David Easterbrook. Today is October 29th, and this is the time of year that my deciduous bonsai are in full fall color. So today we have a glorious day. I'm really excited to show you some of the different trees in my collection in their glorious color. So here we have a wonderful semi-dwarf Japanese maple, and it's on a beautiful Ibigawa stone. I planted it on that stone about 12 years ago, and I made a landscape. You can see that on the same stone I planted miniature dwarf roses, dwarf azaleas, there's golden fern. So it's a beautiful, beautiful setting. And even these trees are perched on rocky cliffs. And below in here, you see that there's a wonderful pond. And in summer, I fill it up and I get little spring peeper frogs that live in this hollow. What a wonderful, exciting bonsai to have. Our list of 12 stunning autumn bonsai would not be complete without including a beautiful American larch. At this time of year, they change color, they become a golden color, and it's so lovely. The old gnarled wood, the dead wood, contrasting with the golden foliage is just a beautiful sight in the fall. Here we have a specimen. This tree is probably a little over 100 years old, grown in a beautiful old tokonami ware container. The movement, this beautiful trunk movement, is totally natural. This has occurred really on the tundra under very harsh conditions. I really do love this tree. I love its snags. I love its movement. It's just a beautiful larch. Number 3 on my list of stunning autumn bonsai is another Japanese maple. This one is a cultivar called Tobiosho. Actually, I believe it originated from Isley Nurseries in Oregon. It was discovered by a plant propagator there named Toby. So they named it after him and added the show to make it sound more Japanese, Tobiosho. The reason why I included it, it is not an absolutely outstanding bonsai. It's still very young. The color of the leaves in the fall is outstanding. They turn this very deep oxblood red color that I really, really think is just amazing. It turns almost that solid, barn red that is so beautiful in the fall. Number 4 on our list of stunning fall colors is this amazing crabapple. The cultivar name is Tina. What is amazing about it is not the color of the leaves this time, but it's actually the bright red fruits that cover this whole tree. It had a lot more, but I think the chipmunks got at it in the last couple of weeks. But what brings out the beautiful red color is also this beautiful yellow tokonami ware container that contrasts with the red fruits. So if you're growing bonsai, red and yellow do go well together. Now this tree was originally a standard. It was about I'd say about 12 feet tall when I bought it. I cut it back. It starts a little bit straight, but I think it looks like a really old apple tree, and I'm quite proud of the end result here. The small apples are completely in proportion with the size of tree. They're not too big. They've got a bright color, especially in the sunlight here. This apple has beautiful gray, smooth bark that sets off the whole ensemble. A lot of you folks probably think these fruits are purely ornamental, but they really are true fruits, and you can grow new apples, crab apples, from these miniature apples. So I'm going to show you what they look like inside. Here I've cut off a very small crab apple, and I'm about to cut it in two with a Japanese knife. Here is the apple seed right here. This little small seed right here. That's what it looks like on the inside of the apple. This is just the meat of the apple. These tiny seeds are what you want to plant. Now at number 5 is another beautiful American larch. The shape is more original than the previous one. You can see the enormous amount of bends in the trunk. Some of them were already there when this tree was collected. It was already a cascading tree, and I added 2 others to shorten the length of the cascading branch. But what is this? The starring feature of this tree is this amazing dead wood as the tree just literally almost jumps out of the ground, and you can see all this dead wood crawling along the base of the tree. There is more deadwood all along the trunk, a lot of gins, a lot of snags along the trunk, and the color of this larch, of this eastern larch or American larch, it's a little bit past its prime. It was stunning maybe 4 or 5 days ago, but it's about ready to lose its needles for the season. In the next 2 days, or if a big wind comes along, it'll be completely bare. At number 6 on my list of trees with outstanding fall colors are the amazing Ginkgo bilobas. It's not for nothing that the Chinese common name for them is golden duck's feet, because at this time of year they are covered with bright golden yellow leaves. Unfortunately, they don't stay, once they turn yellow, they don't stay on the tree for very long. They fall in one fell swoop within 1 day. This is a lovely forest grown from seeds collected in a park in Montreal from among the oldest ginkgo trees that grow this far north. So they're all basically the same age, these trees. It contrasts beautifully with the old bark. The forest is very natural. I put it together probably about 33 years ago. And it's in a Chinese blue container, well suited to the color of the leaves in the fall. Here at number 7 on my list of trees with awesome fall colors is a very unusual species. This here is a Chinese quince, or Pseudosidonia sinensis. And this one actually has 3 features, this species of tree. Not only magnificent red leaves in the fall, but the most incredible exfoliating bark. Outer bark falls off when it starts growing in the spring, revealing colors of beige, pinks, and ivories. It's just an outstanding trunk. And the third feature, of course, is the flowers and fruits. In spring, this tree is covered with pink, deep pink flowers. When it sets fruits, the fruits are like big yellow lemons. They're really quite large. You've got so many great things going on with this species of tree. Every North American should have one in their collection. This is an amazing also Reiho pot. The dark, deep blue color sets off the pink flowers and yellow fruits perfectly, but it also goes really well with this orangey red fall color. So yeah, really, they're great trees. They're not quite hardy in Montreal, but I'm sure they're hardy probably in the Philadelphia area all the way down south. So great tree to work with, great tree to have in your collection. At number 8 on my list of stupendous fall color is this lovely Hime Ringo crabapple. This tree was originally imported from Japan as a very small shohin, and it was transformed into a larger size bonsai, more upright style, probably about 50 years ago when I started working on it. So it is a wonderful dark gray trunk in the most stupendous Reiho pot. The dark blue color really brings out the red color of the fruits. You have to be very careful with apples. They're very subject to borers and aphids and every other insect and fungal disease on the face of the earth. But my God, they are such a pleasure to look at this time of year in the fall. It's all worth it. I'll cut an apple off of this Hime Ringo crabapple just to show you what it looks like inside. By the way, Hime means beautiful, so it simply means the beautiful apple tree in Japanese. So here we've got our fruit, and we'll show you what the fruit looks like inside. In fact, I've grown many small Hime Ringo crab apples from the seeds of this tree. There is the seed right here. Number 9 on our list of trees with really interesting fall color is this wonderful old English oak. As you can see, the leaves don't turn bright red or orange, but they take on this wonderful rusty brown color. And the great thing about this tree is this tree will retain these leaves all winter long during its dormancy period, and you shouldn't even try to remove them. When the tree starts to bud out in spring, the new buds will push the leaf off and they will all fall within a day or two. But keep them on during the winter. They're lovely. It's lovely to hear them rustling in the wind like this. Okay, so that's another beauty feature with this tree, is to hear the leaves rustle in the winter winds. This tree was originally started as a bonsai in 1997 from a very old stump that was only about this tall. In order to thicken up the base of the tree, I had to leave about a 15-foot long sacrificial branch for many, many years, and I've developed it from that. The leaves are quite large, a very large size, and they don't reduce very much. So I decided to do quite a tall bonsai so that the leaves would be proportionate to the size of the tree. The curves are very nice. Now with age, it's starting to bark up really well, but it has not produced any acorns for me yet. Hey, are you guys still with me? I still have a few trees to show you. So here at number 10 is this lovely, delicate Seiju elm with a wonderful lime greenish yellow color of fall foliage. And the shape of this tree is just amazing. Reminds me of maybe a tree that you would find growing on the African veldt. It's just a wonderful, quirky bonsai to have in your collection. These Seiju elms were actually a branch sport, a mutation from an even smaller leafed elm, a Hokkaido elm, but it was discovered by Carl and Shin Young while I was still young. I guess it was in the 70s in California, and bonsai people have been growing them ever since. They're a lot of fun to grow. They're fast growing, they're vigorous, and they can be grown solely through pruning. So that's an exciting thing too. This tree is natural appearing. It's in a very informal broom style, and even the oval pot brings out that sort of informality, the organic look of this tree. Another stunner in my bonsai collection. Number 11 on my list is this spindle tree, or euonymus. It should be on everyone's list of fall coloring bonsai. They come in all colors in pinks and reds and yellows, depending on the species. This one here is a European spindle tree. It has a pale gray bark and smooth pale gray branches, and it contrasts very beautifully with the dark rose pink fall color of the leaves. The pale ivory colored pot was chosen specifically to emphasize pale beige color of the trunk. This is a beautiful, very elegant bonsai. Everybody should have a euonymus in their bonsai collection for its fall color. Last but not least on my list, at number 12, is this lovely Trident maple forest. And who doesn't love walking through a forest in the fall with the ground covered with litters of leaves covering the moss? And Trident maples have the most amazing colors in the fall. Vibrant reds and oranges and yellows. They are just magnificent in any bonsai collection. So here we have an informal upright forest. The trunks all have just a little bit of movement in them, and it makes for a very lively looking forest, and you just want to get in there and stroll through it. It's almost like a park-like setting. So yeah, we've got the beautiful green grass, the moss, and we've got the ferns underneath. So it makes for a wonderful, idyllic setting. This is only a very brief selection of the fall coloring bonsai in my collection, because some of them went through their bright fall colors earlier in the season. Some will come a little bit later, but these were the 12 best at this time of year. So don't forget to send me your comments. Which one did you like the most? And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it if you could keep me up to date on whether you like what I'm showing you or not. So au revoir for now, and I'll see you real soon in the future. Bye. As the leaves fall, our trees rest, and so must we. The work of pruning, wiring, and waiting is not only for the trees. It shapes the artist as much as the art. For in every season's end, there lies a quiet beginning. And like our bonsai, we too grow, not in haste, but in patience and time.